Welcome back to the Notebooks Garage. Thanks to all of you for stopping by. While we continue with this trailer refurbishing project, I really appreciate you. I really appreciate your time and your interest and your comments. Anything that you can do that is constructive. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Getting deeper into the project now after cosmetically renewing this old trailer that was built back in 1996. Discovered that not only was the paint worn out, not only was practically everything on the trailer just worn out, except for the trailer itself. Very sturdy. But the suspension, as you can imagine, was in need of, well, put it lightly, replacing at least the supporting parts of the suspension itself. Already upgraded the trailer with a set of shocks. Had already redone axle bearings a few years prior to doing this part of the reconstruction, so now it was on to the suspension for the big trailer. And during my research of this, I decided to go with a Dexter kit, in particular the heavy-duty axle shackle kit with the wet bolts. Part number was K7135900, which was for tandem axle 7,500-pound trailers. And of course it said horse trailers, utility trailers, car haulers, etc., etc. Okay, at any rate, that's what these were intended for. And specifically wanted this particular shackle set because it had the heavy-duty half-inch shackles. So I set about ordering the kit, and here we have it. So right here, right now, for the first time, I am doing an unboxing of the contents for this particular kit. Characteristically, I'm just the kind of person, I just don't do an unboxing. I've never seen them necessary, but reading a lot of the reviews from a lot of other people who had them, they report that the parts were just thrown in a box, that the threads from the shackle wet bolts, as you can see, were damaged, and just overall poor condition. I don't know that it rendered those particular things unusable, but they expected a little bit more from a company such as Dexter. So I decided to do the unboxing and actually film it, which is a first for me. So this is the world premiere of the unboxing for the Notebooks Garage. Let's get to it. So anyway, as you can see, the shackle bolts and the shackles themselves were not packaged. They were packaged loosely within the box, as were the equalizers themselves. But the nuts and the bushings were secured in a heavy plastic bag. A lot of people complained about the instructions being unreadable because they were stained or oiled up, because no doubt of the protective coating that was put on the metal to prevent rust while it sat packaged on a shelf from the manufacturer, rendering it unreadable. But you can see my instructions turned out to be quite readable. So other than what I've read in the reviews from other people who had bought similar kits, I found everything to be quite in order. And actually I was quite happy and quite excited to get on with the next step in this process, which was to replace the existing running gear up underneath the trailer, to ensure that after doing all this type of cosmetic work, that functionally I was going to have a safe and reliable platform with which to tow on. After all, I'm going to be pulling this thing with something on it. So this was the next step in the process, and there it was, just waiting for the work to just really begin. So that was the Dexter K71359 7,500 pound tandem axle suspension kit. No, there's more. Yeah, there is more. My first ever attempt at unboxing was a fail. Maybe I was excited, maybe I was mesmerized by the shiny shackle bolts and everything on this particular trailer kit, but I failed to note a very important dimension on the trailer. Not the trailer, on the equalizer itself. Not the equalizer itself, but a very important dimension on the box when I ordered this particular kit. Cautionary note: pay attention to everything, every dimension when it comes time for ordering your parts. What I failed to pay attention to was the fact that this particular kit was for a smaller axle center to center measure than I had on my particular trailer. If I'm not mistaken, this kit was for a 33 center to center axle. My axles were actually 35 inches, so it was 2 inches longer. It didn't look any bigger to me, but once again, I was excited because I'm ready to get this process started. I'm ready to put the new pieces on after all of this labor that I put in. One of the other things that was a surprise was this particular shackle right here. All the other ones slid on to the bolts with no issues, with that exception of that one. Had I not done an unboxing and had this been the proper kit, I would have gone through a lot of work until I got to that particular shackle and would have struggled putting it on. Now, whether or not it's because it was pressed in improperly or one of the bolts was bent, I don't know. What I do know is this particular kit did not fit my application, did not serve my purpose, so it ended up being repackaged and sent back to the manufacturer. They gladly sent me a refund. And I was forced to order another shackle kit from another provider. So all of you out there, no matter what you're doing, pay attention to your dimensions. Don't order stuff when you're tired. Don't order stuff when it's late. So here I am, one turning, one burning, upside down, and my first ever unboxing is a fail, but not totally a fail. I learned something from it. Next time, I'm going to show you the kit that we got. That was the proper kit for the trailer, and the work that was involved in getting it all together. So, just as a cautionary note, pay attention to all of your dimensions. Pay attention to what you're ordering. Don't order when you're tired. Don't order when you've had too many adult beverages. Just take your time. Read everything and order your parts accordingly. There we go. My first ever unboxing. A fail. Not really. Every day you learn something. This is Willie with the No Bucks Garage, trying to get everything out of life that I can, because I'm running on borrowed time. We'll see you next time.